Hello everyone, Nathan here. Welcome to Project Discovery presented by Collective Shift. This is our weekly recap of the best crypto and NFT projects that our research team found last week. We do this video 5 days a week for our pro members over at the Collective Shift platform. Head over to collectiveshift.io for more information there. Hopefully this video is about 20 minutes and we're going to go high level over all of the best projects we found last week. No time to lose. Let's get right into it. Oh yes, and all the links will be in the description below this video. First up today is Armada. This is a search engine for NFTs. They joined in October 2021 onto Twitter, and I think we are pre-launch. We can connect our wallet, but no, that button's not live right now. We have the search engine for NFTs. Connect your wallet to request access. We could request access if we wanted to, and then here we have pretty much some mock-ups. And some teasers around what is the functionality of the search engine. And it looks like we have search engine functionality, and we can type in almost like smart phrases like rarest cool cat or epic bored apes, and then it will give you a list based on the metadata for those NFT collections. So it looks like it's a smart search engine service, taking us a little bit further than just giving us the basic metadata, the basic rarity statistics. This looks like it's trying to be a search engine and really dig into the minutia of our NFTs and our NFT collections and help us find them based on some smarter search terms rather than just the basic rarity and metadata statistics. So that's Armada coming soon. You can go and request access if you connect your Web3 wallet. Next up today is P2E Penguin. This is just a Twitter account, but they're doing analysis on play-to-earn gaming, which is, they say, the next global trend. So follow them if you want to be up to date on the play-to-earn revolution. Here is CramFi. This is a project or a platform where we can see what's trending in crypto. They joined in October 2021 on Twitter. Here we are at CRAM.fi. And we can come in here, we can look at NFTs that are trending. I think if we zoom out of here, we can look at NFTs that are trending. Then you can also look at DeFi platforms that are trending as well. Anywhere from a minute ago all the way to an hour ago. Let's say we want to take the last 30 minutes. Well, it looks like the Wild Ape Gang today is quite hot in terms of volume. Over the last 30 minutes, it's been up about 482 mints. So we can click in here, and it's got a pretty clean little interface for us to check out more details about the Wild Ape Gang. So these are the type of services that will get us off of OpenSea, hopefully. We got transaction events, mints, volume, number of sales. The floor price for these guys is 0.19 ETH. But we're talking about CramFi. So we just had a look at the basic functionality of CramFi there with one collection that we were looking at. They've got some wonderful visualization tools related to their trending as well. And then what I really liked was this block page, which I don't think is being built out yet. So head into their Discord. I think they're looking for suggestions, looking for feedback on their website. But a really, really great place to go and see what's trending in crypto with CramFi. Next up is Shomego. Here we have organizations that's changing the game for independent live entertainment. And essentially they want you and I, with our Web3 wallets, to pay artists, music artists, and to pay music venues directly. So support local venues and artists around the world, connect your wallet, join a show, video chat with friends, tip artists at the venue. So here we are using Web3 as payment rails and as a better operating structure for us to reward the actual artists in a Web3 manner. So they've got 3 different shows that are upcoming, anywhere from 12 days from now up to 44 days from now. So very, very cool. So we have a Web3 enabled music platform that's supporting independent venues and independent artists. And that's Shomego. Here is the MLK DAO. In similar fashion to Constitution DAO, which raised money through mirror.xyz to go and buy a rare print of the Constitution. Unfortunately, that bid failed, but in their image, the MLK DAO was formed potentially even before Constitution DAO. They have purchased one of the only remaining drafts of Martin Luther King's most important written work, Letter from Birmingham Jail. So here is the document. they've bought it, they own it, they're going to fractionalize it. Now it's going to be in the hands of a decentralized autonomous organization through the MLK DAO. I didn't see a Twitter handle though here, so a Discord handle or Discord link. So follow them on Twitter for more information. Next up is Spartacadabra. Here we have a abracadabra.money fork on Fantom. Spartacadabra unlocks yield-bearing assets and conjures magic crypto money called Lambda. So abracadabra.money, they conjure magic internet money called MIM, M-I-M. So here we're using the Spartacadabra token and we're creating the Lambda token. So their Spartacadabra token is the Charm token. They're going to have their LBP or their liquidity bootstrapping program launching on December 1. So we'll be able to deposit our assets and mint the magic stablecoin Lambda. I saw on a tweet somewhere that Spartacadabra said they were going to airdrop tokens, their Charm token, to Spartacus SPA holders and stakers that's also on Fantom. So Spartacus has the SPA token, which is an OHM Olympus DAO fork. And I read that Spartacus is going to airdrop to SPA stakers, but then I saw that tweet was actually deleted. So unsure if that's true, but I did see the old tweet and delete with an airdrop info for Spartacus holders who are going to get the Charm token from Spartacadabra. So I'm very bullish on Spell over on Ethereum. And Spell, I feel like, is one of those organizations like Curve.finance, where I'm kind of bullish on their forks as well. Some of the forks will play out really well. So fingers crossed, high risk play, but Spartacadabra coming onto Fantom soon. Next up, another pre-launch is PelicanSwap. Not too much info here. We've got a one-stop DeFi platform on Optimism. So for those that don't want to use Uniswap or the big guys, we've got a small player coming to Optimism as soon as they open those gates. Next up is DialogueDAO. This DAO wants to organize dialogues among the greatest builders and thinkers. They've got their own nice little website. Ooh, they've got a juice box going forward. No, they're considering using Juicebox. I am a big fan of Juicebox as well. Juicebox is programmable treasuries for DAOs and community-owned Ethereum projects. Ooh, V2's coming too as well, but I digress. Wow. Awesome, I'm so pumped for Juicebox V2. But back to DialogueDAO. If we head over to their website, they're raising funds to put the smartest minds in the world in a room together. Where do the funds go? They're going to benefit the Stripe climate to remove carbons from the atmosphere. Funds will only be released if they're successful in starting a dialogue with the individuals they have sought. Cool. So it looks like it's two people, Dick and Sawyer, out of Los Angeles, who want to get influential and respectful people in a room together to create dialogue for the DAO members. So you can head over to DialogueDAO and follow them. Next up, we have Curvance.com. This is a lending and boosting rewards platform for Curve, Convex, and Wire deposits with their CVE token. So they don't have a token yet, but that's coming soon. Now, let me click into Curvance. Curvance essentially wants to give us another place to deposit our assets from Curve, from Convex, and earn and borrow with Curvance. So we would take our Curve LP tokens, we would take our CRV3 pool tokens, we would take our Convex LP tokens or Convex tokens, we would deposit them here, and then we would be able to earn and borrow with the Curvance token. Collateralized loans, yield farming, boosted rewards, all that good stuff. So we're seeing quite a few people as part of the Curve wars locking up CRV and boosting all of the CRV rewards for CRV holders or Curve token holders. So we've got another example here with Curvance.com. Moving on to primitives, we might be still stealth here. Earlier last week, we had a stealth organization called Primitives, primitives.xyz. We were stealth last week, and we're still stealth this week. So we could submit our name and our email if we wanted to right here. But that's about it. They verified themselves on Mirror, but that's all we really know. So Primitives, stealth organization. Moving on to AnamXR. We have a Web3 platform, social metaverse, built using Unreal Engine, which is 3D software, 3D virtual world software. We could go into their link tree, but really what we really want to look at is their website. And here it is. They're creating the first cloud-based platform, building the gateway to the metaverse. They're developing virtual worlds that are accessible on the web for music, fashion, creatives, and they're built off of their proprietary technology and Unreal Engine. So cool. Looks like their visual worlds are pretty legit. And that's AnamRx. Where was AnamRx? There it is. AnamXR, excuse me. So a metaverse virtual worlds platform based around music, fashion, and creatives. Next up is JetDAO. This is a DAO to purchase and maintain a jet that flies daily between LA, New York, and Miami. Another example of the tokenization of everything and the DAOing of everything. In my opinion, everything's going to be tokenized. In my opinion, everything's going to be DAO'd. So why not? If they can figure out the practical logistics, security, then why not? Why not have a small community that owns a jet together and flies the same route? And then you have the same passengers that you fly with. Moving on to RenaissanceDAO. This is a treasury-backed museum of NFTs that gives back to the community. So I think we have a museum of NFTs, and it looks like they're going to be incorporating Olympus DAO mechanics, so DeFi 2.0 mechanics like staking and bonding. They might be on the Near protocol as well. Yes, I think we're on the Near protocol. So we've got a treasury-backed museum of NFTs with some DeFi 2.0 mechanics on the Near network or Near protocol, with 6,900 members in the Discord. Moving on to DeFrag.fi. We've got a decentralized liquidity market protocol where borrowers can use NFT assets, rare NFTs, as collateral to get a loan. Check out the docs, check out the website. Non-custodial liquidity market protocol. We could get instant liquidity with our NFTs. They're going to have a frag token in the future. So DeFrag is a DAO from day one. They're going to decentralize. They're selling metamaticians. Let me go to the website. Here we are. Instant liquidities for our NFTs. Drop in NFTs, get ETH that we can borrow. Not only can we do that, they're actually creating their own NFTs called metamaticians. They serve as our user ID in the DeFrag ecosystem, randomly generated NFTs based on famous mathematicians, and they're going to earn us, where was it? Frag token. Yes, they're going to accrue frag token, which will later allow us to vote on the direction of the financial ecosystem they're building over at DeFrag, which is pretty cool. So that is DeFrag. We have pre-launch lending and borrowing application for NFTs, while also an NFT collection and governance token called the Frag token, FRAG. Sweet. Moving on to World 3. I don't know why there's Twitter. Here it is. World 3, I believe, is part of... Oh, I've lost it now. Apologies. I will... Oh, wow. Joshi resigned from Twitter. I'm sorry, I just lost Web3, that platform, but have a look at the Twitter that's in the description below. And now I'm getting really, really sidetracked, but it looks like Jack just resigned. But let's not get distracted here. Let's focus. Next up today is Play to Earn Online Magazine. This is an editorial platform about play to earn, NFT games, GameFi, and blockchains, rewards. So they have their own community token. The rewards are in play token. So I think if you provide content around play to earn organizations, you may be rewarded with play tokens. Here we can come in, look about virtual worlds, talk about NFTs collectibles. If we go into the play to earn gaming section, they additionally break that out into subcategories like action, esports, MMORGs, puzzle games, etc., which I think is very smart. Then they've also got info on about their play token, which looks like we can buy on Uniswap. Cool. So that is the Play to Earn online magazine. Moving on. Next up is YetiTown. We have a Wolf Game NFT fork. And I forget if Wolf Game, for those that don't know, Wolf Game is the on-chain NFT game that we talked about last week, I believe. Here we have it's bred a whole host of forks, and here is one of them, YetiTown. They're going to be two different, typically these Wolf Game NFT online on-chain games, you have two different NFTs. In this case, what looks like we'll have Yetis and then probably humans or the townspeople. They'll both be accruing a certain amount of token, and then those tokens will be used to accrue or mint more Yetis or more humans in this case. So this one's PFP art with gamification in a play-to-earn on-chain game. Now we're going to see a lot of this, I think, right now. We've got YetiTown. We've got Sheep Game BSC, but that's not the good one. We want Sheep Game for Axie Infinity. Here it is. Sheep Game is a direct fork of Wolf Game on Ethereum. Sheep Game's on Avalanche, in which case we have Sheep and Wolf. They both accrue a wool token, and with that a wool token, we mint more Sheep and more Wolf. There's probabilities, there's randomness, there's game theory, and that's currently where we're sitting. If we actually check into Sheep Game XYZ, this is what Wolf Game looks like. And typically these on-chain NFT games will have this same dynamic here. We'll have Gen 0 NFT collections. With those, they will all accrue a token, in this case the AWOL token. And with that AWOL token, we will mint the rest of the 50,000 NFTs that are in this collection. So it'll cost 20,000 AWOL to mint the next set, 40,000, and then the last of the 50,000 will cost 80,000 AWOL to mint. Now, the problem, in my opinion, with these games is what happens then. We're looking to Wolf Game to see what they're going to do. Wolf Game has introduced land and farmers. Sheep Game, I don't think have introduced anything else yet, but I think they're planning to. But that's pretty much the dynamic there we have. We have typically two NFTs. They both accrue a token. With that token, we mint more NFTs than unknown. So it'll be very interesting to see what the gigabrains, the creatives, what the developers come up with to do. But yeah, that's pretty much the essence there of Sheep Game. That's Sheep Game on Avalanche. We've also got Wizards and Dragons. They'd be accruing a token, having their own ecosystem, their own little metaverse. We have Cat and Mouse. They would accrue a token, have their own little metaverse. Here's Fish Game. Don't know if this is the same, actually. This just looks like an avatar collection. Maybe not. But potentially this is also a fish game where we have 3,300 Genesis fishers with a utility token and a little ecosystem. We have Cops and Robbers. This is an NFT game based on Wolf Game. Here is Wolf Game, where we will have Cops and Robbers accruing a token, having their own little ecosystem. Looks like in this case, their ecosystem, you want to protect the loot. So I'll probably have a loot token or some sort of cash token. We have Lions and Zebras. Lions and Zebras accruing a token. They say they've improved it. And I think that's the end of our Wolf Game forks. Wanted to quickly go through a few Wolf Game forks, explain the dynamics. That was still all the rage last week, as well as it was the week before. Moving on now to Hatter. Hatter is part of the Time ecosystem on Avalanche. They are people maxis. They're part of the Wonderland organization or ecosystem. I think we have a meme coin here. So Hatter is the only token in existence that buys you time. Very cool. So it looks like we use Hatter to get time token. And here's their website. Hatter token rewards you in time. Very cool. On Avalanche. So Hatter is a time reward token. Simply hold Hatter, earn time token automatically in your wallet. How awesome. Another small step in the realm to universal basic income for all. Not that I'll go down that rabbit hole, but we buy Hatter, deposit time, earn memo, wrap memo, stake on Abracadabra, borrow MIM on Abracadabra, wrap memo, continues to earn rebases of time. Geez, you deposit time to earn memo, use magic internet money. Lord, that's a lot. So we've got a few different composable steps there that build on top of each other. And essentially we're buying Hatter, which is our start to all that. So we've got a meme coin and a reflection token that earns you time token in Hatter. Moving over to Fantom. Here's Fantom Domains, your Web3 Fantom username. We've seen domain names be really popular on Ethereum with Ethereum naming service. We've also seen them pop up on Solana. So it kind of makes sense that for all our major popular consumer-based general purpose blockchains that Fantom Domains might be the one to might be the go. So they're coming soon. Moving on to Paymagic, one of my favorite of last week. If you're a DAO crypto team issuing mass payments, vesting schedules, token NFT drops, DM us and they'll work for you. They've got a platform here. We could request early access, but let's go and check out the features. They want to help our DAOs create automated scheduled payouts, airdrop NFTs, tokens, secured and customized via Gnosis Safe. So they're building DAO and decentralized team operating software for us. Oh yeah, let's launch the app. This is different than last week. Yes, here we go. Our first different functions that we could use for our DAO. We could disperse tokens, we could create a vesting schedule, stream tokens to other people, and then coming sooner is escrowing of tokens, airdropping, private payments. Pretty cool little clean application. We can link with our MetaMask onto Polygon or mainnet Ethereum. Very, very cool. So Paymagic is a payment tool for DAOs and crypto teams. Just quickly wanted to mention Seed Club Ventures. Seed Club is a popular Web3 community and almost investment arm. Now they have their own venture arm as well. So Seed Club Ventures is now the venture arm of Seed Club. Here we have NFToolz. This is a pretty cool tool for the avatar holders out there. It is a custom background tool. So we can take an avatar, we can take a custom generative background, and then we can mash them together so that we have two NFTs for our profile picture. We have the little avatar, and then we also have the generative background here as well. So NFToolz will help you do that and give you upload the desired background, then upload the NFT, and you'll have a custom little avatar. Moving on to multi-chain capital. Another theme last week was something that multi-chain started, which is yield farming as a service. So we buy their token, the MCC token. They farm on multiple chains and return the profits to the MCC or token holders or us. Very, very simple website. Let's actually check it on DexTools, see how it's doing. But this led to a whole host of other forks who are doing it across chains and say, hey, buy our MCS token and we will stake for you across chains. So there's a lot of forks out there that say buy a token, we'll do all the yield farming as a service for you, and then we'll send the profits back to you. So high risk tokens, but the one strong valuation proposition for these organizations, to me, is the multiple chain exposure here. It is quite time intensive and costly to yield farm across multiple chains. It's just a demanding thing right now. So if they could do that for us, there's a valuation proposition I'd pay for. But very high risk. Watch out for these ones. And here's the token. Token chart looks pretty good. Go MCC token. Market cap's about 47 million at the moment. Moving on to Sound.xyz. Coming on November 30th, so tomorrow, they're building Web3 tools for artists. So we're still pre-launch. Unfortunately, we didn't do this video tomorrow, or hopefully they'd show us a bit more. But yes, we are about 1 hour, 1 day, 3 hours away from Song.xyz connecting artists and listeners to take ownership over the culture they create together. Awesome. Next up is Narwhal. They're building infrastructure for programmable salaries and personal tokenization, coming soon to Solana. This image of their mock-up is something that I think we're going to see a lot more of in the future. You see this image here where we have this $28,000 streaming money to us, or, showing us an example of money streaming. This, I think, will be a common sight in the decades ahead. There's no reason we should be paid bi-weekly or twice a month. If you do a day's work, you should be paid a day's work. So I think a lot of services in the future, thanks to crypto, will be able to pay you instantly or pay you over time through money streaming. So really like this. To that point, they call them smart salaries, programmable streaming, and trust minimized salaries. They also talk about programmable equity. And then the other token, or the other service that they want to unlock for us, is leveraging our income. If we can prove that we have on-chain income that's streaming to us consistently based on a smart contract, then they will give us instant liquidity and a credit score based on our lending if we choose to, based on our income. So very cool there from Narwhal. The type of stuff that doesn't look like it's coming soon to Ethereum based on high gas fees, but it does look like other chains could provide this, and then we could operate our DAOs with very low fees. One of my favorites from last week. Here's top-level bears. Top-level bears are domain names. These little bears, that's a little bear, sit in your URL box, and then they become a top-level domain for you. So it's on-chain NFT art that gives you an NFT domain. Let me show you what I mean, or what they mean, excuse me. If we come down here, we can see that this mockup says home.bear symbols. And then that is the NFT. And the NFT would not only be an NFT for us, it would be a URL that we could use, and we could have, collective shift.bear symbol. Pretty cool idea. Looks like there's 44,000 of them. I think there's some talk about them talking to each other and having special access between domain names, but unsure what that actually means. And they could be minted for 0.05 ETH. And that's top-level bears, giving access to NFT domain names. Here's another music application called Future Tape. This is taking all of the songs from Catalog, the music NFT application, and giving us a little minimalistic player to just listen to them on. Not only are they giving us a minimalistic player, they're also telling us some analytics around it as well. Top collectors of music NFTs, most active artists on Catalog. So a little bit of an insight into how small the music NFT market is and how much bigger it's going to get, at least on Catalog. Moving on to NFT Sales Bot. This is an NFT sales bot for NFT collections, and for 1 ETH, you could set up a bot that tweets whenever there's a transaction for an NFT collection. It also looks like there's a Discord webhook, full image support, highlight bid sales, links to OpenSea. So for 1 ETH, you can get that set up, and I think that's how much it costs. Moving on to Feudalz. Here we've got a Society of the Empire. They're a utility-oriented club of feudals. And unfortunately, there we go. Looks like of the 4,400, we've got 3,500 of these little feudal avatars that are staked. I assume they have a gold token right here. So every avatar that's staked will accrue gold token, and then it's up to the organization or the project to create utility with that gold token. And we have an anonymous team. So not too much info here around Feudalz, but they've got a white paper actually that we could dive into if we wanted to get a lot more detailed. Cool. That takes us to their documentation. And I think we have a Wolf game inspired project. So we have Feudalz emerged to protect their peasants. We also have orcs, elves, animals as well. We also have kingdoms. So it looks like we're going to be building a whole different ecosystem around Feudalz. Very, very cool. Cool. Looks like you start, you buy a human, you stake it, you earn gold, you buy an orc, you buy an elf, you steal gold from the vault, and then that's about it. Cool. And I think the last one of the day. Yes, last one of the day is an alpha source. So for anybody that's got this far, thank you very much. And I'm going to, well, let's reward each other by having a look at another alpha source. Here is Moivre. They track and label Twitter accounts to find alpha. They're like Nansen, but for Twitter and other social mediums. So anybody that's this far in the video, I'm sure you'll give this person a follow. They started off last week by analyzing all the Olympus DAO forks. Here we go. Got all the different Olympus DAO forks. And then they go into a bunch of different analysis about it as well. Oh, here we go. Here's a list of 31 Olympus forks on Avalanche, sorted based on Twitter followers. Awesome legends. So they've started their alpha hunt and their alpha journey around Olympus DAO forks, and we hope they do more. They do say coming soon. And that's it. Just over the 31-minute mark. Whew. A lot of projects. Crypto's in an interesting spot right now. We've got DeFi 2.0 mechanics with Olympus DAO, Abracadabra money, yield, or interest-bearing assets, and we're building DeFi platforms on top of those. So we've got DeFi 2.0 mechanics continuing to go. We've got Wolfgang and all of the on-chain NFT games that have now sprung up, where people are earning a ridiculous amount of tokens simply for holding their NFTs. Then they're creating new NFTs, and it looks like our collection size has now gone from 10,000 up to 50,000 because we used the first 10,000 to mint more, which is a common dynamic in the Wolf game inspired projects. We also took a look at a few DAO treasury and DAO operating service providers, which look really good. I think that was about it, actually. Yeah, play to earn, NFTs, DeFi, still the talks of the town. So thank you, anyone that got this far. Really appreciate it. All of our links are in the description. As a reminder, we do these videos 5 days a week for our pro members over at the Collective Shift platform. So go over to collectiveshift.io to see information there, and then we could talk about these projects daily. So thank you very much, and that's it for today. Bye for now.